Hey there, guys. We've got news for Global on July 20th, and this week joining me once again to discuss the news is WindFoxie. So you can say hello, WindFoxie.
Guess who's back? Back again. Fox is back. Tell a friend.
Our favorite guest of all. Definitely love when Foxy joins me for the news. So this week we're getting Wings of Midnight Malphasey. So this is the winner of the fan vote contest for 2023. She's always been popular when she came out. Were you a Malphasey fan when her first version came out, Foxy?
If I recall correctly, I didn't really look at the fan contest at the time because I was quite new.
Mm.
But I was aware that her STMI was really good. I could not, for the life of me, get a single copy of her up until near the end of the 7-star era.
Oof, sad face. But she's back once again. So she's got kind of a new kind of step up. So it's the 28,000 step up for vision cards. We'll go over those in just a moment. But at the end of the step up, you get a token, and this time there are two vision cards you can choose from, and you can do the step up twice. So if you do it both times, that's a total of 56,000 lapis. You'll get both the vision cards and you'll get the pity because the tickets right here, you get 5 tickets in total. So 2 step ups, we'll get both vision cards and the pity. Or I think it might be cheaper in terms of absolute lapis to not do the vision cards. But we'll see in a second why that's probably not the best idea.
We'll find out how good the cards are. Because, I mean, you want to get your value back from the lapis you pay, right? If you want the unit itself, I think you could just go for the unit. If you want the cards, if they're good, definitely go for the cards, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's go to the vision cards right now. Oh, what was that?
You don't want to repeat of what happened when the new global exclusive cards came out, right? Like everyone was like, this is gonna pass, blah blah blah, and then on Dazzling Demoness, and how many people are crying right now? And one of them is me.
Foxy, you see, let's skip straight to the star of the show. That is the perfect example. People that missed the Dazzling Demoness. Well, here we go. Dazzling Demoness is now power crept. We don't care about
Nice.
Dazzling Demoness anymore. We now have the 2.0 version, the Moonlit Night Parade of 1. This is just literally Dazzling Demoness, but better. This card is insane. So 500 base magic. Base MP. That's the important thing. The base MP, 500. 500 flat. 135 base magic versus 120 on the Demoness. So that's just way better. Again, 500 flat. The chain cap up is now no longer restricted to Brave Exvius, meaning Genesis, Onion Knight, etc., Golbez can all get the chain cap directly from the card. You don't need to worry about the series anymore. Also, it's got the 100% MP and magic again, 100 LB damage. That's not that big a deal. We're going to be using this on meter units. But I mean, if you're using it on an LB unit, again, 100 LB damage and some dark resist. All of that is completely unlocked. Anyone gets that. Then, if you're a Brave Exvius unit, you also get killers to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different races. Half the races in the game, you get 50 killers on top of everything else. This card is just probably the best card they've printed yet.
Well, I mean there is no excuse for anyone playing at this point to not go for the card, right? If you have the lapis and you don't go for the card, you don't get to cry about this later.
Yes.
Unless you are me. Unless you are me.
Yes. No, keep in mind, all of them say about how the card is so good, it's really only good on the meteor units. So, Genesis, the older ones we don't really use anymore, like Golbez and Sage. The upcoming in the future, we're getting Esper Tyvis, Madeline Tyvis, whatever his name's going to be on Global. He's going to be a meteor unit, and if you don't have this card or the Dazzling card, you're going to be sitting in the corner crying while everyone else is dealing a billion damage. So For meteor units, this is a necessity. For regular units, I mean, it's a good card, but like it's not that big a deal. On just a regular old, mage.
Well, that's also the art factor, cause that's one glorious artwork on there.
The bar.
Just pull for the artwork.
It is.
Yeah.
It is good, and I do like it, and I think it's a great artwork. I will say, isn't this like the third Ibarra card we've had with her on the artwork? Like, we do have other global units. They can mix it up a little bit. We don't need Ibarra a third time. It does look good, but it's like, I'd like some variety. Like, give us some of the others. But, okay. It's good.
No, I need more.
And that is one of the cards you can choose. Now, I would recommend you definitely choose that one first if you're only going for one step up, because you have to go beyond pity to get both cards. Like you'll get your pity at right here on the second lap. You'll get a pity, so you have to go an extra 6K beyond pity if you want the second card. Now, this is the other card. Now, the Bunny Bosom Buddies. This card is again very, very strong, but this one is definitely less important, I would personally say. So 1000 HP, 135 attack, flat stats. It does have the chain cap up as well, unrestricted. 100 LB and attack and HP, a little bit of resist, and again for Brave Exvius killers only. Certainly a good card, don't get me wrong here. It's just that for physical cards, like they're a dime a dozen. We've had 10 other cards that are the exact same thing. So this one's fine. I don't think this one's that huge of a chase, but it's good, but it's not critical, I would say.
Yeah, true. I guess if you somehow like all the other cards, the physical ones for the chains, I guess you could still go for this because it would still help quite a bit for the high ranking endgame. If you're missing the previous cuts for some reason.
Mm-hmm. And how about the artwork for this one? You like this one, Foxy?
Well, I like it, but the title is really sus. Bosom Buddies.
They're going lewd.
Oh God! Well, Gumi's crawling into that territory now. We're gonna get all artworks out, that bitch waifu units. What else? Oh, they're bunnies. They're bunny units. They're bunny girls. Going towards that route now.
Yep. So
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, it's a good card. It's a good card. I am unsure if I will go an extra 6K for this card. Maybe it depends on my. I don't know. It depends on my mood when I'm doing my polls. Assuming I even go for the unit. We got to see the data mine still. But and here's the other card. This is an Alphasia's card herself. You get it at EX1 and EX3. This one we saw on the live stream. So again, good card, decent. If you need killers to bird or demon for a mage, it's going to be way higher value. If you're not fighting a demon or a bird, it's not super special, honestly. It's
yeah,
okay.
I guess I would prefer if the TDW was 100%. 50% is a bit eh.
Mm-hmm. Do you recall if Nora's card was 100 true dual wield? I think it was, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. We have to look it up quick. Let's see.
Oh, well.
Nora.
It's not that big a deal either way. But there it is. That's the card. And then...
Oh, yeah. You're right. It is 100%.
It is. So they're actually going backwards on this. Ugh, sad face.
Ooh.
Oh, well. So here's the unit. So now we have the information. Unfortunately, got some bad news for you. Now that we see right here, the unit is a trance shift, not a true brave shifter. So that's a big upset. That doesn't mean the unit's bad or anything. It's just like, I'd rather it be true brave shift. Trance brave shift.
Trance brave shift is still 2020.
Mm-hmm. It does really feel like an outdated mechanic, and like I don't know why they're backpedaling to the old days. Like Chizuru is an amazing unit, but she is definitely handicapped on some encounters because of her brave shift. and now we're going back to that style, and it's just like, we don't have the whole kit. Maybe it's fine. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I was really, really hoping to be a true Brave Shifter, and it's not. So, yeah. We'll have to see more information on that soon. We talked about the card. We saw her gear on the live stream, but again, weapon STMR, and then a true dual wield materia. Not much to say. It's going to be good for her. Probably no one else is really going to use this STMR, but it's there.
The TMR is kind of okayish. Gives anyone 100% boost on true dual wield.
It's decent. I guess for me, I'm just like I've got like 5 copies of Selfie's STMR, so it's like, oh, okay. This one's...
I think I have 3 copies, which is fine, good as well.
It's alright. It's not bad or anything. Her leader skill is the literal exact same copy as Rick's, so 300 to clash in most of the game. In morale content itself, 500 stats. It's okay. Like if you don't have Elena, you're going to use this and Clash of Wills. It's the second best. This or Rick's. If you do have Elena, well, you're not using this. I guess.
Man, when are they gonna give 600% or 750?
Yeah, it feels really like Rick's should have been better. I feel like in the because he was a premium, and now Malphasi's the same thing. But blah.
That Genshin unit.
Yeah. What do they call him? Tartalgia or something? I saw someone say.
Yeah. Childe or tar something. I can't pronounce words now. What?
Yeah, that's all right. So the EX skill is true dual wield and some stats, pretty classic there. We know the area effect from the live stream is 500. I'm sorry. Oh my God, not 500. 50 in peril to enemies wind resist, and then this is we don't really know skill scavengers. A mod boost, whatever. So yeah. What was that?
Can you imagine if the area effect was 500%?
Oh, that was. I didn't mean that. It's only 50. That'd be kind of strong.
You're gonna either melt the boss with just a with just a breath, or Gumi's gonna pump the HP up or the defense up like crazy so that the 500% doesn't matter.
So we don't really have much more information about the unit. We do know a few things from the live stream. She's a tag chainer. She has wind absorb. She has 100 AoE amplify only in morale content. Other than that, we're going to have to basically wait for the data mine. As usual, I will attempt to do like a quick look video Wednesday night or during maintenance if the data is available early enough. Usually is. So we will see more from that, and then on that quick look video, I will make a final decision of if I plan to pull for her or not. So far, I'm liking what I see, but it always definitely comes down to the final full data mine for me to make my decision, and we'll have to see from that.
Is she a wind only? Wind element?
She's definitely wind. She was wind and dark in her original form. I don't remember if they said wind and dark on the stream. They may have. They probably did. I would assume she's wind and dark because all the global exclusives recently have had at least one primary and one secondary. Like Nora was primary lightning, secondary fire. Rick is primary light, secondary wind. So I would assume she's going to be primary wind, secondary dark. But I don't know if the live stream confirmed that or not. I don't remember. We'll have to see.
We'll find out Thursday. Yeah.
Also getting Season 4 news story update. Basically means more Lapis. Also, they're apparently introducing 3 new characters, and because I have, basically just tuned out of the story and not followed it at all recently, I have no idea who they are. They look interesting, so maybe I will give the story another chance. Hopefully that whole Roos and Rain duel has ended, and when I start reading the story again, I can enjoy it. But I swear, if I start reading the story again and the first thing I see is Roos and Rain still fighting, I'm just done again. So we'll have to say. Oh my God, are they still fighting? Well, there goes the story for me. I give up again.
mean, their Rose face is just right there. You gotta expect it. You have to expect him.
Oh my god, that was like 9 updates ago. They started their duel. Okay, whatever. The story is just done.
They love their men duels.
So this is not specifically the weekly news, but this was talked about during the live stream. So basically, the development team has heard feedback that the anniversary has been underwhelming, that it really neglects veteran players. So they are going to be mailing out 500 VIP coins and a set of keys depending on your login. So the beginning of the anniversary was really neglecting old players and giving all the rewards to either returning or new players. Well, now the inverse is going to happen. They're going to be giving lots of keys to veterans, and depending on how long you played, you get more keys. So first 1 year, 6 keys, up to was it 6 years or something? 22 keys, up to 22 keys for players. So this is definitely a step in the right direction to helping address the issue of the Lapis replica shop that just is poorly thought out, is the way I would say it. But this helps.
Sucks bad, man. I'm in between returning and long time player, and I didn't get anything from either side.
Oh, that's like the worst, huh?
Yep. And looking at this, I would also like some Lapin. Please, scoop me.
Yeah.
More Lapin.
So we're going to be getting more keys. Unfortunately, though, we're not getting the keys until the 27th. So keep that in mind. They're going to be an extra week away, but in the near future, we'll be getting extra keys. We're also getting the Friend Point 10 Fragment Summon, and this, I don't know. This, I constantly look forward to this event just as a way to start working through the backlog of friend points in my mailbox. But the problem is they send you 10,000 extra per day, so it doesn't even address the problem of the backlog. Like, I guess it's good that they send 10,000 for newer players because they're not going to have, 1.5 million friend points stocked in their mailbox like I do. But this being run once per year and then mailing all the fragments anyway, kind of like, literally, what is the point of this? What is the point of this? If they're going to give you 10,000 per day and it costs 10,000, why don't you just mail 10 fragments out? Why are you going through the whole hoopla of doing the friend point summon? You see what I'm saying? Like, they charge you exactly what they give you. It is a completely meaningless system. So, like, I hand you a $5 and then I charge you $5 for what I'm about to give you anyway. Why don't I just give you the thing in the first place? Why go through the whole I charge you 5 and give you 5? You see what I'm saying?
You know what this sounds an awful lot like? Money laundering. It sounds a lot like money laundering. Gumi is doing money laundering on this right now.
I mean, it's just it doesn't make sense.
Laundering right now.
I know. It's like
also one of the pet peeves I have with this thing is that I don't mind getting free stuff, but my pet peeve with this particular fragment summon is that it gives you Neo Vision's awakenable units fragments.
That's true, huh?
Absolutely useless. Just give us the MV ones, not the NVA ones, because the NVA ones on global, you can just, you OC the goddamn unit.
Yeah, that is true.
You're just getting fragments to units that you can easily get anywhere.
This, in my opinion, should just literally be a permanent banner. And as you earn 10,000 points, you can summon on it. And like you say, Foxy, you're probably going to get 9 Awakens units and then a fragment for like Milo. But every now and then you might get like 1 fragment for Elena or something, and it could be useful. Like this should literally just be a permanent thing to dump your friend points once every 2 weeks when you've generated 10,000 points. I don't know why they do this once a year, but it's coming next week, or actually Thursday, 2 days. So yay, get some.
And I guess it should be permanent because 10,000 points. If you use it all, it's not as easy to get it back to 10,000 in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So there it is. We're also getting the Chamber of Seals on the 20th. Unfortunately, we're not getting it the way we expected to be getting it. So we're apparently only getting the red and the yellow keys. Oh, here it is. The Shining Ruby and the Shining Topaz. They're not giving the blue and the green keys, I guess. Not entirely sure why that is, but just, for people that don't understand what this is the Chamber of Seal. I'm going to show you some images from the JP server. So in the JP server, there's a chamber with 4 tabs, and each of these tabs has old events in it that you can run using these keys. Now, the blue keys, which we are not getting, but keep in mind, but the blue keys are for running old story events that you missed in the past, like the Regina event, the Fallen event, the Dark Vision story, stuff like that. This we are not getting on Global, at least not yet. Maybe they add it in the future, but we're not getting that. We're getting the red and the yellow only. The other one is the yellow keys. This is for the free units that you might have missed. For example, Adia, Golden Riser, Kelger, all that kind of stuff. You can run these and get the units, get their fragments, etc. Another key is the green key. This is for equipment you might have missed. Sephiroth's Masamune, Flaring Rains, Crimson Claw, Ace's coat. This we are not getting on Global. This is the green key. We're not getting the green key system. So I guess if you missed old event gear or old unit-specific gear, either we're not getting it or it's coming later. I don't know. But we're not getting it on Thursday. And then the last one is the red keys. This is probably the most important one. This is the silver crowns and the unit upgrade abilities. For example, Knights of Grand Shelt's 150 Amplify, Sephiroth's 150 Amplify, Tifa's, Dark Reigns, all these units that got amplifies, that comes from these events. Also the silver crowns that you might have missed. These take the red keys. So I guess we're getting half of it. We're getting the crowns. The crowns are the most important one, so that I'm glad we're getting that. And then the free units. But the story events are kind of whatever. It's nice for lore, but not getting this is no big deal. Really, who cares? Unless you're a lore fan, then of course it kind of matters to you. But I'm kind of surprised that we're not getting the green keys for equipment, because some of this is really important. Like Rain's offhand is literally his best in slot, stuff like that. And if you're not being able to get those, why? I don't know. What do you think, Foxy?
I miss Squall's equipment, and I'm very upset right now. This is like you going into McDonald's, you order a quarter pounder meal, and then they just give you the burger, and you ask for the code, they say, sorry, later.
Yeah. It does say more events will be added in the future, so maybe it's just delayed. Maybe next week, maybe next month, we'll get the event or the equipment stuff. I certainly hope so. And also, this is very important as well. Keys are consumed on departing a quest. Meaning, if you go into the Silver Crown fight and you didn't build your team properly, or you thought you could OTK it and realize you can't, you're still going to lose your key. So make sure you go in there fully prepared so that you do not lose your key. And the red keys are probably the ruby key. You only get 20 of them. And there is no way to get more of these keys once you run out. You have to wait for login events, etc. You can't farm these, you can't buy these. If you go through 20 keys and you don't win the fight, it's too bad. You gotta wait for more keys mailed.
Just get good.
Get good. That is exactly the plan. Just get good. So that is coming on Thursday. The other thing is Clash of Wills. We're getting say this name for me, Foxy. See if I did it right.
Porridge.
Porridge? I don't think it's porridge. I think it's Podarge, but I could be saying it wrong too.
I like my pronunciation better.
So it's a Harpy, weak to Wind, Light, and Ice. It's a bird, demon, and fairy. Uses status effects. Uses wind and dark. and it ejects units from the battle. So the live stream actually gave us even more detailed information. We're going to look at this real quick. So he will use defense buffs, meaning physical units are probably at a handicap. Magic mitigation, so mages are at a handicap, for example, Ayaka. So you want to use units that deal physical typed magical damage. Now, I listed a few examples on my summary video yesterday, and I said things like, the new Malphase, Nora, Roberta, stuff like that. And I got like 5 different people said, you forgot Cleome! So,
Oh, yes, I was just about to say that.
Yes, Cleome is also a physical typed mage that I did forget. I wasn't trying to list every single possible physical mage in the game. I just listed a few.
But you missed the most important one. That's the point. You missed the most important one.
Yeah, so Cleome will probably be useful here because that's the kind of units you're going to want to use here. Also, I should mention, I'm not sure if they're going to be good enough, but meteor units are also physical typed magic. So, for example, Golbez, or you're probably not going to use X-Death, but stuff like that. And then again, you probably not. Well, those are probably not going to work so well here because Golbez, the leader you'd want to use, is Ibarra. The boss is not weak to dark. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens on Thursday.
And also, that's the thing with the leader stat as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. X-Def doesn't have a... Oh, actually, X-Def technically does with Snavlenka. That'd be a huge joke. That's not good. No, don't even try that. It's not a good idea.
Someone do it.
And then the boss will eject the highest attack power unit. And again, I saw some comments from people saying, oh, that's no problem. I'll just bring an entire party of mages, and no one has high attack power, so no one's going to get ejected. That's not the way it works. Yeah, that's not the way it works. So, yeah, if your entire party is mages with low attack power, someone in that party is still going to have the highest of the 6, and they're going to be ejected. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. It was so hilarious. I saw a dude in chat like, I'm going to bring all low attack powers, and no one can get ejected. I had to smile. I had to smile when I read that because it was just like that's not the way it works.
My sides hurt.
I mean, it was a good idea. It was a good idea.
Oh god. Okay, that was a good one.
So you can buff wind resist, etc. The usual stuff. For the Clash of Wills, I will attempt to live stream it on Thursday. Depends what's going on, etc. But I will most likely be live streaming my attempts on Thursday. So let's jump down to the new Clash of Wills gear. It's going to be heavy armor, heavy armor. I gotta be honest here. This season's Clash gear seems very underwhelming to me. It's basically like either side grades or literal downgrades from existing gear. So it's like almost the same as Wilhelm's STMR, which is basically free at this point. And then stuff like this 500 defense, this is like just, in my opinion, worse than Fledgling Warriors STMR because, they both give the same flat. They both have the same-ish stat. This one has slightly higher defense but lower HP. But then right here, the Clash gear is 20% HP. Fledgling Warriors is 100%, and it has killers on it for, I guess, Lilith. But this is just worse than an STMR, an old STMR, and I don't get why it's got to be weaker. Like this should, at a minimum, this should be 100% HP to at least be on par with Fledgling Warriors STMR or Red Wing Cecil's STMR for the Spirit version. Stuff like that. And it's I don't know. I find it underwhelming. What do you think, Foxy? What do you think?
Really, really strange decision to put. I'm guessing that they are afraid of making it too powerful because of that bountiful morale thing. Because you boost morale by that much. But I don't think feeling morale gauge is, at least from a endgame point of view, I don't think feeling morale gauge is that big of a deal. So that 750 morale field, it's pretty much nothing.
And it's just once too. It's only the first term.
Yeah, so it's pretty much nothing for most vets anyway. So why not just give the goddamn 100% HP boost to at least be on par with Envy's the STMR of Envy's from last year.
Mm-hmm. Now I will say this version does have 500 spirit, which the Red Wing Cecil version does not have. The Red Wing Cecil, the spirit version, does not have flat stats. So this one is actually an upgrade over Cecil's STMR, which is nice. This one, activate a barrier at the start of every single turn. This really depends on how big it is. You know, if it's like a 3,000 point barrier, who cares? If it's 100,000, yay. If it's somewhere in between, well, it depends where it is. You know. And then these are just. I'll go for it.
It'd be nice if there is one for what is it? Auto casting Mirage at the beginning of the game.
Oh yeah, that'd actually be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then these are some resistances. Only 25 resist. Like, why so weak? Like, we've got Rainbow Robe 30 resist to all. The King's Armor is 20 to all. This is 25 to only 4. Like, what? What? It's just.
I don't think they want to power creep Rainbow Robe.
I guess not. I guess not. It's just such a strange decision. So here is the selection of units for the shop. So General Celeste, Ricard and Wyvern, Frisia, Emperor, Tulian, Esther. So you got some okay units in here. Celeste does get crowns in the future, assuming Global doesn't skip them. We just got Ricard's crowns. They were pretty worthless, though. Frisia, don't pick her. Palamecia just got his crowns. They're actually pretty good. Tulian should be getting upgrades in the future. And then Esther is still a good budget Omni cover tank. You know, her damage is very far behind these days, but she can tank still.
Her card is also not bad.
Mm-hmm. And then the new materias are right here. So heavy armor mastery, we've already gotten things like, you know, light armor mastery, helm mastery. This is another version. It's very good. It gives, you know, all stats, including HP and MP, 50%. So this is definitely very, very good. I recommend you get both of them. And then the killer materia, some stats, and then 50 to multiple races. It's good. Definitely get both copies. It's nice.
Yes. Get these first, then look at the units.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm going to buy all 4 of these, and then, like, on the final boss of the season, you know, in 3 months. Honestly speaking, I don't really need any of these.
Well, I'm pretty sure you will have X2, X3 of all of them by now.
Whale problems.
Yeah.
But it's fine. It's fine. And that's pretty much it for the week, though. So, anything else you want to discuss before we end it, Foxy?
Hopefully Malphasey is good, because I got her very late. I mean, the 7-star one, I got her very late and she didn't do anything by the point. So if I can get her this time and she's good, then I'll be happy.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm still coming back to that comment where you said when you said that someone said just bring all the magic units to the Clash of View so that you don't get ejected.
I mean, and to the person that said that, we are not making fun of you. It's just such a classic comment. Like it was a good idea. It just doesn't work that way.
Oh god, I had a very happy chuckle from that. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. All right. So I will be doing the quick look at Malphasey during maintenance. You know, we're going to be streaming Clash, potentially streaming pull. Not streaming. I usually just record the pulls. If I pull for her, I'll make that decision during the unit look video when we see the whole kit. And yeah, thanks again for joining, Foxy. See you guys later.
I'm expecting X3 Malphasey by the time you start recording. You start streaming on Thursday.
Well, it depends. If my polls went as well as Rick, maybe. If they went as terrible as Elena, maybe not. We'll have to see.
Okay, I'll forgive you this time.
All right, later.
Okay, thanks for letting me join the stream. The video.